everyone. Hi, I am your host. I am Jessica Koch, and this is Profound Professionals, the interview series you have been following, liking, and sharing with your friends because you're awesome. That's why. For almost 8 years now, we interview industry experts from all over the world. They help improve your personal life or grow your business. Today is no different. We have a brilliant, amazing rock star. Angela is a wild alchemist. OMG. If you are not asking what is that, then I just, I'm surprised, shocked, startled, because I am asking, what is that? So we need to know more. Angela, welcome to the show.
Hi, it's so fun to be here, Jessica. I love your energy.
This is what we do. We bring the brilliant people like you to the world, and the world is kind enough to hit the share button so that all those out there who really need to hear from you get to have that opportunity. So tell us the journey of a wild alchemist. How does this occur? What happens? What makes this come to birth? How do we do that?
Wow. Well, to become a wild alchemist, you've got to live a few decades here. Being a wild alchemist to me is, as a holistic health practitioner, kind of brings it all together. And whether I'm in my medicine garden or whether I'm writing my next book or whether I'm working as a menopause success coach, it's being creative and finding solutions for women as they walk through this beautiful life.
I love that. I love that. So what was some of your back journey story though to stumble into this being how you developed and what you bring as your gift to the world now?
Well, I started as an energy worker. And if I really go to the root of how it all started, I would say it was a donkey that brought me to this point.
A donkey made me a wild alchemist. Here's a sentence I did not believe I'd be saying today. I'm just going to tell you.
Well, I used to have a farm and I used to raise mammoth donkeys, and I had one that was ill and I was always trying to find things to help her. So from there, I found an interest in herbs, and then I found an interest in Reiki energy work. And then that took me to the level of aromatherapy, where I now serve as the Oregon director for the National Association for Holistic Aroma Therapists. And that brought me to doing reflexology. So I combined all this, and then all of a sudden I was going through menopause, and I'm like, oh, this is a whole nother journey.
It's its own donkey all by itself.
I don't even know if we can say it here.
Yeah, we will just go with donkey. That was perfect, actually. And I tell you what, that's a headline, right, for an article about your journey story. Is a donkey brought me to my world journey of being a wild alchemist. I mean, someone's gonna click that because it is like, what?
Watching those donkeys out in the fields, they're going after the herbs during the year and the plants that are helping them. And that was just another fascinating level of this whole wild alchemy. You know, they're looking for the wild chamomile, Roman chamomile, and different things like that.
Interesting that animals are so much smarter than us sometimes. I tell you, instinctively. So what is, so I am a customer. I know I have some challenges. Maybe I'm just entering menopause, or what are some of the things and reasons a customer would come to you? And then what's some of their experience? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about why they would come. What kind of things are they feeling? What's going on in their mind and their hearts when they come to you? And then let's talk about the experience of how you work with them.
Usually when a woman who's in her perimenopause, which is the roller coaster before you're actually menopausal or postmenopausal, it's usually mood swings, irritability, joint pains, brain fog. You know, they're just not feeling comfortable in their own bodies. As a reflexologist, a lot of women come to me with plantar fasciitis, and women don't understand that's because their estrogen levels are decreasing, and estrogen keeps us juicy and loosey, you know, and so that's decreasing, and they're really suffering.
Okay. Now, when I find I have a challenge, and then I find and I'm lucky enough to stumble across you, what's the next kind of journey steps together as with your customer?
Because we are such bio individuals, I like to have that one-on-one consultation with somebody
Mhm.
to find
Yeah.
out where they're really at in the journey and what some of their
Mhm.
goals are. And oftentimes,
This is an intimate experience too. So you're sharing something very intimate. So that private one-on-one makes perfect sense.
yeah, absolutely. And then they get to be empowered by making some goals for themselves.
Sure.
And that may be simple lifestyle changes. Maybe they need to do a hormone balance detox with me.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, Maybe they just need some coaching support to be able to talk to family members about how they're feeling. There's a whole gamut. And then they also need community. They need to be able to talk to other women. The movie Fried Green Tomatoes comes up for me a lot.
What is that? Some sort of movie about pants, some sort of miracle pants too. The traveling, some sort of traveling pants. I don't know the whole
Right.
thing, but that's a thing. Or the Ya Sisterhood Club, or all those kinds of movies, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's fascinating that you talk about goals because often they're so frustrated and they're dealing with so many symptoms that they don't even realize this is an area of their life they can set goals in, right? And then the other thought that comes to me when you talked about the detox is just taking an evaluation of your food in all kinds of aspects of your life and journey in your health is such a powerful process. I mean, I feel like time zones and sugar are the devil, like you just eliminating sugar from your diet. And I mentioned time zones because I deal with them a lot. But, but with my virtual assistant membership program, we have VAs all over the world. I have clients all over the world, and matching those is a thing. Let me just say. but but time zones and sugar are the devil, right? And sugar feeds so many of the bad things that could occur in life, and finding, healthy alternatives and turning, raspberries and berries and fruit into your dessert and your love and your passion with a mindset shift, and, looking for things that are cleaner eating foods and less processed foods and less chemicals. And then you look at your cleaning supplies and what you put on your body and your makeup and your shampoo and your lotions and things that are going into your largest organ, which is your skin. All of these different things have such an impact, in addition to about a bazillion more that you know about that I have no idea.
Yeah, and really it's when you start doing what I call these lifestyle upgrades,
Hmm.
you start raising your vibration, and
Hmm.
then you start craving those good things,
Hmm.
and then people
Hmm.
are
It's
going,
true.
What? She is a totally different person in a good way."
It's very, very true. It's very true. So tell us a tip that the audience watching could apply today that would make their lives better.
Mm. Don't let your limiting beliefs be what keeps you from doing what you're really meant to do.
So, limiting beliefs are huge. I am actually working through a book that I read recently that has like 17 major like mind shifts on a specific topic. But it was interesting as I was listening to him and the process, because I could take any topic and then go through the process that he's sharing and teaching. Whether it was relationships, my health, my weight goals, my money goals, whatever. And it is a huge thing, because often we think, oh, well, I'm saying I feel terrific and I'm saying I am awesome and I'm repeating that in the mirror every day. Those are great things, and having mantras and different things is and positive things to say and positive ways to think is fantastic. But there is another level to that of what your subconscious is believing. So a lot of people say, no, I don't have a mindset challenge, but the only way to really know if you have a mindset challenge and a block is to look at the actual results in your life. So do you have a money block? We'll look at your bank account. Do you have a health block? We'll look at the scale, or look at your blood work, or look at your, look at where you really are. Do you have a relationship block? Well, how healthy are your relationships? Are they what they want you to be? So even though you may think you have a good mindset on the front, deep in the back, it may still need some work. And often we have to do that work with someone else. Very difficult to do that deep work alone. So I'm glad that you addressed that.
Yeah, it's really important to be able to be vulnerable and willing to drill down. A lot of people that come to me for reflexology or AcuAroma Therapy, they're hesitant. They're like, I've never done anything like this before.
Yeah.
And the first thing I say to them, congratulations for being so brave and open to want to experience this.
Well, the other congratulations is that if we're out of our comfort zone, then that means we're growing and we're learning and we're stretching and we're expanding and we're challenging ourselves. And that's a fabulous thing. I mean, really high wealth individuals, if they're feeling too comfortable, they'll immediately start a new business or do something new or jump out of an airplane or do something they've never done before, because they know that, putting your car in reverse is not feeling uncomfortable. You're going backwards if you're not going forwards into something new that isn't a little uncomfortable. So challenging yourself to be uncomfortable in your business growth or success, in your relationship growth and success, in your personal health challenges and success, in the experiences and adventures that you have, places you go, things you do, some level of stepping into something you've never experienced before, even to a food you've never tasted before, is an opportunity for expansion and growth, and even pushing towards a new mindset. Because when you're exposed to new things, new experiences, new people, new foods, new new challenges, new goals, then you are definitely expanding and growing, I think.
I mean, right down to a cellular level, you're creating neural pathways in your brain. And it's fascinating.
And exciting and thrilling, and it makes us young till the day we die. So I think that is something else to think about. If you'd like to stay as young as possible, keep experiencing new, wonderful things all the days of your life. So one of the things that makes the guests that I bring on our show is truly profound is beyond their personal business and their own community and what they're doing, they go outside of that into to their greater community or the globe itself. And we talk about a cause that is close to their heart. So share with us a cause close to your heart. And this is a great time to hit that share button, because you just might inspire someone to get involved or research the cause Angela brings up, or give time, treasure, and talent to the cause that is near and dear to their own heart, or just inspire someone to be kind and do something wonderful. You can have that effect today. You can do it, and it's simple, easy peasy. Just hit the share button. Thanks for that. Put some comments in and share with us causes that are close to your heart. Angela, what's the cause for you?
I love supporting and empowering women in developing countries that are doing their craft, that are able to make their own living, and doing the microfunding and the, just purchasing their things from fair trade places. And the most recent one was a group in Morocco that were doing weaving. And this was the first time these women were able to actually have their own money. And that's huge.
And there are so many. Matter of fact, I'll have my team do a little research and put it in the comments and put it in the article about Angela, of different websites, home purchasing catalogs, and businesses and organizations that do sell their products and things that they have made. And the money goes to these women or families in these other countries. And Mother's Day is coming. So we want to make sure, if you're buying a lovely gift for your mother or your sister or the women in your life that you want to honor as mothers today, then why not buy it from an organization that that will support these brilliant and amazing women in other countries as they grow their small businesses, as they make beautiful jewelry and baskets and bags and scarves. And there's just so many options. But how lovely for it to come from that source and then get to go to the person that you want to honor during Mother's Day. And even if you don't have a mother, buy something anyway and give it to someone else. Even if she's passed away, say, hey, I'm giving you this gift in honor of my mother today, in loving of her memory. And it's supporting these amazing women. What a touching, moving, powerful expression of giving, and one of the most powerful things and muscles that we can exercise actually isn't the giving one, it's the receiving one. So when someone gives you a compliment today, or someone gives you a gift over the course of the next few months, receive it with a thank you and not with the expectation to give back. I know we're built in with this knee flex reciprocity, which I also think is beautiful, but I learned recently that exercising the muscle of receiving and not having to hold that into balance with the universe allows the universe to give to you and shower upon you without having to feel like it has to keep it in check and keep it balanced, right? The yin and the yang of it all is beautiful, but there are times in our lives where we can just receive, and it will make us much more powerful givers, and it'll also help remove some of those money blocks. Just some advice. So I love the cause that you shared. I love that before we know it, we will blink our eyes and we will be, the very next holiday will be Mother's Day. So what a great segue for that. One of the other things people watching know about me is I am nuts, just crazy, just bananas in such the positive way about books. And I'm creating the ultimate book list of books our guests recommend, have written over all the years. We're reaching almost 1,000 guests. But guess what? You can play this game too. If you're watching and you put in the comments the books that inspired your personal life or help you grow your business, we might feature you and surprise and recommend your book too. So if there's a book that's powerful that has moved you in your life, your personal life growth, or your business growth and your success goals growth, then share it in the comments. And Angela, how about sharing a book with us too?
A book that has helped me a lot was by Christine Arillo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Okay.
Overwhelmed and Over It. And it's embrace your power to stay centered and sustained in a chaotic world. So it's about your business life. It's about your home life. It's about your personal life. And I was at a point, in perimenopause, postmenopausal, I mean, you name it, just with the world events. I was just overwhelmed and over it. You just do so many things every single day. And if you don't check all the boxes and be this, be that. And so I found a lot of inspiration from that book.
I love that. Very beautiful. So you're an author. Share with us some of the books or book you have written.
Well, and I have to say, this book has been such a beautiful gift to women, to their mothers, to their daughters, to their friends. It's Aromatherapy for Menopause Success. And I wrote this book several years ago. It's on Amazon, and there are actually 100 essential oil recipes in here to get you through everything from being bloated, having brain fog,
Fatigue.
Yes. So
this would be a great gift for the caregivers in your world. If you know nurses or people who care for someone with special needs, or they're caring for parents. Anyone who's a caregiver needs all the extras that they possibly get, especially women. And many of those women who are at that season of their life caring for people that I described may also be dealing with menopause. So whether someone's dealing with menopause or not, you don't need to know that. You just need to know that they're a loving, successful woman who is really giving of themselves to the world. This book, Angela's book, would be a fantastic support and resource to them as they care for themselves so they can better care for the world.
And honestly, it's a subject that we don't talk about often enough. and openly enough. And I've made it really easy to understand and explainable. There are margins in here. And I want this book to be scribbled in, underlined, highlighted, and dog-eared.
Yeah, that's right. The best love a book could possibly receive. So what another beautiful gift idea. I mean, we're just stacking them on. You're way ahead of the game. We've got all kinds of opportunities and ideas for you. And we're keeping you informed on what is out there and what you can do as lovely gifts for the women in your world, no matter what time of year it is, all year long. So if you're watching and you're thinking, you know what, I'm an industry expert, I could improve someone's personal life, I could help someone grow their business, well, then I think you should be featured right here on our show. We would absolutely love to have you. We do a panel style interview. It could be just you. It could be up to 5 people. So we let the universe help decide some of that. If you reach out, our team will help you get scheduled, and we can then be featuring you. Now, if you are an industry expert, then you know other industry experts. So be their hero and ours, and introduce us to them, us to them too. Ha, I got it. Us to them too. And we will be happy to feature them, and you'll be their hero as well as ours, because it is all about sharing and making sure we're thinking so much farther than just ourselves, which is why I always thank you and offer love for the comments that you share to the world, the books, the ideas, the causes you love and care about, the tips that you have for the world. Put them in the comments, because it's sharing out to others. And when you hit that share button, so many more will receive and reach this. You just don't know who needs this message today. You could make a difference in someone's life, and it is just with a click. So before we say goodbye, I always ask our guests to kindly and generously give us one last piece of information or inspiration as we sign off today. What do you have for us, Angela?
Well, when I work with women, we do a lot of sort of visioning, and there's a little niggling somewhere inside you. We were all put on this planet to do something super amazing. And I want to invite everyone who's watching this or listening to this to find that little niggling inside of you that wants to bring something forward in the world, and don't let anything stand in your way. This is what you've been brought here to do in this lifetime. Go for it.
Yes, it's a wiggle, it's a giggle, it's that little button pushing you to say, this is your passion, your purpose, for how you show up in the world. I absolutely love that. This has been another Profound Professional. Angela, I hope you've loved being on the show as much as we've loved having you. I am your host, Jessica Koch, and I will say to you, choose, decide, commit, and act to all the goals and dreams and passions in your life. And as always, everyone, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Bye, everybody. Bye.